Hi there, welcome in, Leo. So I wasn't planning on doing any recordings today, but Leo, I've got you coming through very strongly. I keep hearing you've got enough on your plate. You've got enough going on. So this is going to be your July 2026 monthly reading. There is a lot going on energetically. There, out of 31 days, there are only 9 days with no specific transits going on, although we are certainly feeling the transits that are going on around those days. Um, Spirit's saying, no, let's just jump into it. We're not even going to get into the astrology for you, other than to say, Jupiter in Leo, right? That's 29th. Just want to get this right here. Um, where are we? No, that was last month. I have no idea where I am. We are looking at July, right? What wanted to show itself? We got the Sun in Leo on the 22nd. We got the nodal shifts. The South Node goes into your sign. South Node is about our karmic path. What have we come here to clear, to learn? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I'm gonna take this Magician in the Mirror. I feel like this is a time for you, Leo. This is really interesting energy. I mean, I've not had a sign come through like this in a really long time. That kind of deterred me out of my relaxation. Is that you need to record. There's Spirit wants to remind you of how powerful you are. That you have everything in your hands. You know how to work with Spirit. You know how to work with the earth elements, and something in your physical environment is being reflected back to you. So if you do have a lot going on, I'd say be very aware, pay very close attention. The door to personal healing and happiness in the temple path. I feel like I want to say, it may not feel like it right now, but man, oh man, you are so aligned. You really are. You are rising in power. You are rising, and I don't mean aggressive. I mean empowerment. Like maybe you're becoming a healer, and your abilities are going next level this month. But you are aligned to this incredible, abundant path. You are being guided along this path by your spirit guides, spirit family. I'm hearing as well. Those that have passed on before you. You've done a lot of the healing. I'm just, wow, it's just really super strong. I feel like you're transcending whatever this stuff that's going on. I'm picking up on energetically. Yeah, you're like the calm in the chaos. Because exactly what I was heading towards saying is that you've got a lot of stuff swirling around you, kind of like I'm seeing like the storm warning card, and there it is, the storm warning card in this deck. You're really connected into spirit this month, and if you're not right now, there is going to be a moment in time that really connects you, and it reminds you who you are and what you came here to do and who you came here to be. And it's like it really pulls you back into yourself, back into your energy, like calling in your energy, calling back your energy. And then whatever this is, it's swirling around you, and you're just zened right out. It feels incredible. Yeah, look at that. Hostilities and storm warning. There's a lot of, oh, oh, there is a lot of ego death going on around you in the people that you communicate with, the people that you associate with, maybe family members, friend groups, someone you live with. And I say that because I've got this, the thinking man, and then I've got the community card. So those that you surround yourself in, they're still going through this dissolution, this transcendence of ego, really, and it's biting them in the ass. I feel like you're saying, been there, done that. This is what needs to be on your plate. This is enough. It can be exhausting, so take some time out to rest. It can be exhausting to connect back in, especially if you've not been um, consciously aware of the connection with your divinity prior. All right, let's just keep going here. But the energy around you, I feel like there are going to be some people that are jealous of how incredibly calm you're being in a situation. It's not the traditional you, and it's like, so like I'm feeling like maybe some people might try to poke the bear a little bit because they want you to react in a specific situation the way that you've done so in the past, which they are comfortable with. Interesting, this reading is going to be just as much about them, quite possibly, as it is about you. But let's get going here, Spirit. What does Leo want to? My gosh, these cards are like wonky. Yeah, you have done some healing. We've got the Six of Wands, King of Cups, male or female, does not matter. And this Temperance card could be a Sagittarius that you're dealing with, but you found the balance. You found that sweet spot, right? We gotta write that down. Oh, my pen's not writing. And Spirit saying, keep doing that. I feel like this group of cards is saying to you, Leo, we recognize how you have been challenged by some emotions in this recent past, and we're also recognizing how you have and where you have found balance and found peace within those emotions. It's not like you dismissed those emotions. You sat with them. You sat right in the middle of all that chaotic emotional turmoil within yourself. And you've come to peace with it. The universe is recognizing that within you, Leo. All right, so I've got the community energy out again. I got the Three of Cups. Let me keep, okay, let me keep going here. All right, I'm just gonna keep shuffling here. Come here. All right, yeah, there does seem, so, this could be a holiday, and we were just off of the 4th of July holiday. There was a situation where you were just zen. Again, I'm getting this energy in your all-knowingness, maybe being the observer or the witness of others and their behaviors versus yours, and maybe even also being aware of your own, thoughts. And I'm hearing lack of responses. So I feel like Spirit has been showing you your growth. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It's like you've been in a situation with others, maybe where others have been drinking, and you've made a promise to yourself that you would align with the version of yourself that is not a drinker, that can enjoy a moment, a social moment, without needing the assistance, and I use that word very loosely, of alcohol, quite specifically because of the cups here. So in that moment, I've been there, done that too. You know, I used to be a drinker back in my 20s and 30s, and so been clean for almost 60, so 25 years, if not more. Um, there's this, you know, I remember going out, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna try it. My friends are like, let's do it, let's do it. You know, it's something that we always did every year around the 4th of July, right? So I went out and I just sat there and I sat back and I went, oh wow. And I witnessed my own judgments of them, which was me judging the old version of myself, right? But I also witnessed like the other people's reasonings around why they were drinking, and they were all varied. You know, one was in a bad marriage, um, one was having difficulty with a teenage child. Uh, you know, I don't remember this, but Spirit's reminding me that one of them had lost their job. So it's like that's it's like it's like you can see through it all. It's like you're seeing it all. Um, and every round of drinks shows you a little more. I'm getting like the shadow energy of this card now, you know, which is you know, the woundedness. I didn't know that, but that's what Spirit's saying, so I'm going to use that. So this is just like sitting in your all-knowingness of your own, and you've done that. You've done that. You may have been put in the situation very recently, or if not, you're about to, because, you know, well, your birthday's coming up, so maybe that's that, right? Where the situation's going to give you an opportunity to witness your growth and the growth of others, or the lack of growth in others. But keep in mind, it's not about judgment, it's just about awareness and perception, being a witness. Perhaps one of them might need you to be the witness, and to maybe be that friend that helps them see through a common thread why it is that they drink so much. There's something here about by midnight they're like 3 sheets to the wind, and you've only been out for a couple hours. That's, I don't know where that's coming from, but there you have it. I'm getting something really specific here. There is one person in your friend group that seriously has a drinking problem, and that might not be the only source of numbing that they use, okay? And I feel like you've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, got the bumper sticker, that kind of thing, and you can offer them some very compassionate guidance. As the observer, this is what I'm seeing, and I remember this because I've gone through it and I've seen myself in this situation. So that's for someone, I don't know who, but keep going here for July for my Leos out there. I feel like you've taken your power back from being associated with your, so much so with your emotions. That King of Cups is really just drawing my eye. And I'm seeing what happened prior to him sitting on this throne. And he's coming into balance, but there's still some turbulence around him. Did he try to go to higher ground? Maybe it's the alcohol. I don't know why that's coming through so strongly, other than the fact that I've got a lot of cups here, and I've got Temperance pouring the cups. Maybe you're a bartender and you're drinking behind the bar. I used to bartend, and one of the rules was we don't drink while we're on duty, right? I don't know. That was where I worked, but it was, I don't know, there's just something about this guy, this energy it took a lot for him to get here. It took a lot for him to swim through all of these emotions. And I'm also hearing false belief systems. I don't know. The Three of Wands coming out here. All right, what are you manifesting for yourself? Ooh, that kind of just did a jelly roll, or is that what that's called? Three of Swords, Seven of Swords. You gotta be careful you don't sabotage something here, Leo. You're on a new path. Being shown the Fool card, but I've got the Three of Wands here. You're manifesting something. Something hasn't quite landed for you yet. I'm also hearing do not engage with whatever this deceptive, lying, cheating energy is. Whether that's with yourself, your own, egoic mind, or someone else. I feel like this can go either way. I feel like somebody's doing something behind your back. So here's you standing there looking toward me, and there's something's going on behind your back here. Show me clearly what this could be, Spirit. I've got this one that fell out. Somebody's stealing from you. They could at the very least, be siphoning your energy. I feel like I can say this about, because I've been there, done that. Alcohol draws attention to the darker energies, right? It calls in lower vibrational entities and energies. It alerts other people's shadow energies. So, and I'm here, okay, Spirit's wanting me to finish that sentence, and it makes you an easy target. When you're out enjoying yourself, maybe when you're celebrating a birthday, if you have a party at your home, if you're having a birthday party for your, someone's throwing a birthday party for you at your own home, could be a spouse, roommate, something. I want you to lock things up. Something's going on behind your back here. The whole reading just took a turn here. I've got other stuff in my hands here. Let's see. Yes. Somebody is taking advantage of your newfound enlightenment, your newfound Zen. And Spirit's saying we need you to stay very aware, very clear, not only of others and what's going on around you. Remember, this is going on around you. Other people's shadow and egos are going to be spouting off here. And they're going to be trying to get yours to do that too, because perhaps when you used to drink, that's how it used to be for you. Like maybe when you drank, you cut people down, and that's not really who you are, and you don't want to go back there, right? There's stay in your truth of who you are, because like I say, at the very least, even though it's not least, I mean this is big in itself. Someone's siphoning your energy. They're doing something behind your back. They're leaving you out of a situation or a conversation that you should actually be a part of. I don't know who reading this is for, or who this reading is for. Say that the way that I should have come out. I feel like you're just over here doing your thing, Leo. And Spirit's saying, yeah, that's beautiful, that's great. This reading has taken a lot of, it's draining my energy very quickly. I can feel it. I'm extremely thirsty, so keep yourself hydrated and grounded, Leo. You know, maybe all of this incredible energy here is, I mean, look at how enlightened and higher path and, you know, multidimensional and fifth dimensional, and it's just beautiful energy. If this is not anchored into the physical vessel, if you are not grounded, that's when people take advantage of you and take advantage of your light. Because especially if you're new to how this feels very euphoric, very blissful. Been there, done that, and got bitten as well. So that I'd forgotten all about that. Spirits, thank you for reminding me. You've got to keep yourself grounded and anchored in. Stay in your knowing. Stay in the knowing of who you are. Stay very aware of the energies around you and what's going on around you. Pay attention. Excuse me. Pay attention to your spidey senses, because they're really letting you know. Something's going on here. Don't ignore it. Don't turn your back on it. Don't turn your back just looking toward this. You know, where are we going? Yeah. Don't keep your focus just on where you know, all of this. There's something in the 3D-ness of things needs your, I don't want to say attention, but it needs your awareness. You might want to move away from it and isolate from it, but Spirit's saying, no, we need you to see the truth of it. We need you to see it clearly. Shine your light on this. Anything else you can give me on this for Leo? Yeah, stand in your power. Take your power back. This could be a child. This could be a sister. This could be a mother. Whether you're a mother, whether she's living or not, or just someone else who has who is a mother figure, or but the Empress, speaking as her, her as your energy now. Stay in your power. She's very aware. She's very grounded. She's Venus in Taurus. Taurus is grounded energy. Stay in your knowing. And something incredible opens up, because something gets birthed from how you handle this situation, how you move through this situation. What gets birthed here? Healing, happiness, yeah. You see something for what it is and you put it down. You no longer carry someone else's responsibility. This goes back to what I was saying. There's someone, or a group of someone, who are putting everything on you. They're expecting, it's like they're throwing you to the wolves, is what it feels like, Leo. And they're expecting you to react the way that you may have reacted in the past, but you don't, because you're not that version. You're not aligned with that version anymore. But this group of people don't believe that. They believe that once a lion, always a vicious lion, right? But a lion is very compassionate and very nurturing as well. But let me tell you, it can protect its own. And I don't know what this is. Is this children pitting you against each other? I don't know. Because I don't have children here. This feels like adults. So maybe adult children. But, just watch your back. There's a lot going on in the 3D. And I know that you want to stay in the 5D in the upper realms, but honey, you got to ground that. You got to embody that. All right? Gosh. I do. I feel like, there you are. I gotta say it. I gotta say it. I'm hearing the word naive. Forgive me, but I'm hearing the word naive. I'm just gonna say how these cards are speaking to me. I've got I've got your energy, but I've also got the Queen of Cups here. I've got the, oh gosh, hold on here. I gotta anchor in myself here. I've got the King of Wands, which is Leo energy, and the Queen of Wands to that the King of Cups. It's like you don't want to face something, so you just walked away from it. You're like done dealing with it. You've turned your back on, you tried to turn your back on something that was very emotional for you, and you dove right into your spirituality. Got to become enlightened. Good for you. But what are you doing in the meantime? Whatever you've walked away from, whatever was confusing, whatever felt like a vicious cycle, a vicious trap that you were in, I love that you're here and you're connecting in and you're finding your power and you're noticing and calling back your power, and you're on this beautiful temple path. But I want to tell you something, that all of this that's swirling around you, it's part of that temple path as well. You cannot, ooh, sorry. This is spiritual bypassing, and that's not allowed. Well, you can try it, but Spirit is telling you, Leo, right in this moment, that it's not allowed. It's no longer allowed. You've done that before. You've tried that before, and you got sucked right back in to the vortex of this lower energy. Now it's time to be sucked into the vortex of the higher energy, which is this, right? Which is the magician in the mirror. It's the door to spirit. It's your Zen. You need both of them to walk the higher path. We cannot leave the lower 3D-ness of things. It's the anchoring in of the higher energies into the physical vessel and walking forward as such. I don't know who this reading is for, but I'm going to leave it there actually. I feel like that's enough. No final guidance card at all this month for any of the zodiacs, but I love you, Leo, and if this is your personal reading and you want to dive any little bit deeper, my email is in the description box. Let's do a personal reading. I get this, and I get this. No spiritual bypassing. You can't, it's like, Monopoly. We can't pass, go, no get out of jail free card, no collecting $200. This is like you wanted to get out of jail free, but you can't, you've gotta, it was too confusing, so you just walked away. It was too much, it was too overwhelming, so you just walked away. I want to say now, okay, I got more, sorry, I thought I was leaving. I want to say now that this is like, you've got to take on the burdens that you so contracted to take on here, and learning which ones are yours and which ones are not. That's that path, right? You can't just drop all of these wands and think you're going to be resting beautifully as the Empress. There's some work to be done here. There's some spiritual work, and it starts with taking off the blindfold, and it starts with opening the heart. And we started with that, right? But there's something that you're still not touching base on. I don't know what that is. Again, if you want a private reading, reach out, because I'm interested in what this could be. And I don't want to leave you there, right? You are opening, so I'm not going to leave you there. You are opening some incredible, this work that you've been doing on yourself has opened a lot of beautiful doors for you. And it will continue to open doors for you. But you can't ignore this. You can't go to sleep on this, okay? All right. I love you. I wish you all the best for whoever this resonates with. And we will see you next time. Take care.